What's up, Beans? Alucard here. Today I have another movie haul for you. This time from Hamilton Book, Big Lots, and a local place. Alright, so let's start off with the local stuff first. I got three. This first one is definitely a little different, but I had to get it. It's The Bill Collector with Danny Trejo. And this is actually put out by PureFlix. You heard me right. So I just decided to get it just for the hell of it. It was super cheap. So um, yeah, so this is actually going to be my first PureFlix movie ever, and probably my only one. But yeah, the so this is actually going to be absolutely hilarious or the worst thing known to mankind. So please let me know if you've seen this, The Bill Collector with Danny Trejo. It's some sort of religious comedy thing, from what I can tell. Uh, yeah, so we'll give this one a go. All right, next up we got The Afflicted with Leslie Easterbrook and Kane Hodder. Yeah, so a mother's love has its limits, and this one also has some religious connotations to it, as she's like this weird Bible thumping crazy person. That has her kids like trapped and stuff. So yeah, this might be a little weird and interesting too. So I'm looking forward to this. All right, and the big one I got from the local shop is this one right here. Cage Fury. Got a little women in prison action going on here with Eric Estrada is up in this guy. It's put out by MGM. I was yeah, I didn't realize that they distributed this. I was kind of surprised. I have seen this before a while back. Uh, Pretty interesting little movie. It's one of those typical women in prison movies if you've seen any of those. Um, but with Eric Estrada. So there you go. All right, this next batch is from Big Lots. Ended up with three. I got two DVDs and a Blu-ray. So let's start with the DVDs. First up, I got The Witch Subversion. This is actually part one of two, apparently. So I'm gonna have to look out for part two. And despite its title, it seems to be more of an action movie. And it's a Korean action movie. So yeah. So I really do like the Korean stuff. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. Let me know if you've seen it. And the other DVD I got is a set of 7 movies featuring Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, this was really good price, especially for 7 movies. And the first movie listed is the one I really wanted, Black Snake Moan. I did not have an official copy of it. I've seen it, but I've never had it. And I know it's kind of hard to get right now, I think. So I was pleasantly surprised with this one. And it does have Black Snake Moan, Changing Lanes, Coach Carter, Losing Isaiah, Rules of Engagement, Shaft, and Triple X Return of Xander Cage. So yeah, I mean, I really did get it for Black Snake Moan, but there you go. Sam Jackson collection. All right, now everything else is Blu-ray. This is the last one from Big Lots. I got the first season of Star Trek Enterprise. I really did like this show. Um, it was a little different for Star Trek at the time. And I was actually working at the TV station that aired this show. So, uh, I have a little connection there too. But yeah, I really did like this show, especially the first like 2 seasons were really good. So I'll be looking out for the rest of them. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to have season one. So the rest of these are from Hamilton Book. I ended up with 8 things. I actually ordered 9, but one actually sold out before uh, I got to it. So anyway, so the first one is definitely a little different for me. I decided to go a little wholesome this time, and I got the Benji collection with the first 3 Benji movies. I think there might be only 3 Benji movies. I don't know. But yeah, I used to like these movies as a kid. I like dogs and animals and stuff. So yeah, and this was like, I don't know, two bucks I think or something ridiculous. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Next up is a very underrated movie, that I think not a lot of people have seen. And it's a shame because more people need to see it. It's called 5 Minutes of Heaven with Liam Neeson and James Nesbitt. It's a really intense drama based on true story of Northern Ireland with when a Protestant killed a Catholic, and years later, the murderer and the victim's little brother, who saw the whole thing, come together and meet on a TV show. Yeah, uh, really, really intense, great stuff from both Liam Neeson and James Nesbitt here. Highly, highly recommended if you haven't seen it. Next up, we have a Russian superhero knockoff called Guardians. I know a lot of people give this one crap. It's sort of a Avengers ripoff, um, but I actually kind of liked it. Um, I mean, no, it's not great, but I thought it did pretty good for what it wanted to do. So yeah, Guardians. Check this one out if you want something a little different with your superhero movies. And next up, I got the sequel, Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I liked it. I did not like it. I love Eva Green too. So, again, I've been wanting this in my collection for a while. I just haven't found it at a decent price. And, thanks to Hamilton Book, there you go. And it is Blu-ray. It is slipcover. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course, the first one's better, but this one has some cool stuff in it too. So. All right, and next up, I got the Midnight Madness release of the original Children of the Corn. Yeah, I know there's a nice fancy one out there, but this one was like literally like $1 or $2, and I didn't have this one. I have like a bunch of the sequels, but I never had this one, so I needed to get this one. So this is a good way to get it, because who knows if I'll ever get that other one. But yeah, so this is the Linda Hamilton, Peter Horton movie. It's a classic. Courtney Gaines, all that good stuff. So yeah, happy to have this one finally in my collection. All right, and the last batch is a couple of TV shows. So I was again pretty surprised to see these on there, so I got them all. So I ended up with the Twilight Zone season 2, and yeah, it's on Blu-ray. It's the whole season. It's tons of discs, tons of episodes. This one has 29 episodes on it. So yeah, and this is the original Twilight Zone. I'm not talking about that, janky 80s or recent remake. No, this is the old black and white, the good stuff. And I also ended up with season 3, which has 37 episodes. So yeah, they're getting longer. And these things are packed with special features and stuff too, like commentaries on like over half of the episodes and everything, and interviews, all kind of stuff. And of course, I got season 4 as well. So yeah, so they had 2, 3, and 4. There you go, 2, 3, and 4. 4 for some reason is only 18 episodes. So there you have it. There's my haul from Hamilton Book, Big Lots, and my local store. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And until next time, remember to stay spooky. Peace.